Are you one of the millions of people every year that suffer from this right here? Oh man, dang it, it's a freaking herniated disc in the spine. Man, they're really annoying right here. But anyhow, stick around. I'm going to show you how I healed herniated discs between CV6 and 7 in my neck using QiGong methods. Hello, my name is Dewayne Hughes. I have been teaching QiGong and practicing QiGong for a few decades now. And we're going to get into these exercises that I've done, and I'm going to teach you the principles behind why the exercises work the way they do. Here's what I did to unherniate or to reduce the inflammation in the disc between CV6 and 7. Now, before we get into this, it's important that you consult your physician before practicing any exercises like this to make sure that these exercises will work for you or that they're even safe for you to do, because there's different things that can cause herniations, and your in particular situation may not count for what I'm about to show you. Anyhow, the key is, I originally had a herniation on this side. If I went back like this, I was in extreme pain and my hand would start twitching and tingling if I went back like this. The exercises that I did were simple, slow motion, and you applied QiGong principles. In other words, you breathe with the motions and you visualize the flow of qi. The most important part of the entire thing, though, is the motion itself. Now, the first exercise I would do would be just looking forward and backward. Now, I would be able to go fully forward, but I wasn't able to go fully back without hitting a point of pain. Now, you need to understand the difference between injury pain and exercise pain. Usually when it comes to herniated disc, you're going to experience injury pain. And what we want to do is we want to move right up to the range where you just start to feel the pain, but don't go into the zone of pain. And for me, since it was only going back where I had pain, I would be able to go forward. This would be no problem. And then I'd come back and start to look up, and I'd hit the point of pain, and I would stop there, finish my breath, and then go through again. So in other words, as I'm going down, as I'm looking down, I'm breathing out. Then I breathe in up to neutral. Then I breathe in again as I come back. I hit the point of pain. I finish my breath in. Then I exhale back to neutral. Then I inhale as I come down. And notice I'm going very, very slow motion. I'm not going back and forth really, really fast. Everything's very, very slow, timed with a nice, slow breath. And that is exercise number 1. And what you'll notice over time is that as you go through the routine, you'll start to move a little bit further into the zone of pain than what you did before, and now you have an increased range of motion that's less pain-free. The next day, when you do the exercises again, you'll go, oh shoot, I'm all the way back where I started again. That's okay, the body's adjusting. You just keep doing the exercises. By the end of the routine, you might notice a little bit more range of motion than you had before. Over the weeks, over the months, eventually the pain-free motion increases and increases until eventually you can get yourself back to where you have full range of motion pain-free again. Now again, like I said, consult your physician, because it depends on what's causing the herniation as to whether these exercises could benefit you or not. Now that was exercise number 1, the front and back. Exercise number 2 is to look side to side. So you're going to go from neutral, you're going to breathe out as you look, you're going to come back to neutral as you breathe in. Always return to neutral. Don't just go past neutral. Return to neutral, stabilize, and then proceed in the next direction. Going in the next direction all the way over to here. Again, you get to the point of pain, finish your breath cycle right at the point of pain, and then release and go in reverse the direction. So that's exercise number 2, looking left and looking right. Exercise number 3 that I did is to go side to side. Okay, side to side like this. Notice I'm not shrugging my shoulders. I want to leave my shoulders where they're at. Shoulders stay relaxed. Let's go side to side with the neck. And again, coordinate it with the breath. Always return to neutral. And the moment you hit the point of pain, you don't go into the zone of pain. You just go right up to the point where if I go any further, it's going to hurt. If I go any further, you hold your breath there as you let the cycle complete, and then you resume your breath cycle. Now the next exercise is neck rotations. So you can start with the head down. You're going to rotate all the way up to here. That right there is where I'd have a tremendous pain, but I got full range of motion again. You then complete the breath cycle all the way back to neutral looking down, and then you'd roll up to the other side. Notice I'm not going all the way around in full circles, because you could injure the cervical spine if you try to do, you can do complete neck circles, but if you try to actually do a full circle, you can hurt yourself. So you need to be careful with the neck circle. It's actually like a semicircle, and then kind of go straight across if you're going to do a full neck circle, which you can do those exercises as well. Just make sure that as you come across, you're going straight across like a pendulum and not trying to grind the back of the cervical vertebrae as you do it. Just as well, come up all the way to here, release it, come all the way back down, coming all the way up, coming all the way back down. Again, for me, boom, right there would start hurting. I would stop there, finish my breath cycle. Then I would sit there and continue the breath cycle, return to neutral, start the next breath cycle all the way up, reverse the breath cycle, and so on and so on. But those are the 3 primary exercises that I did using those QiGong principles to unherniate my disc between CV6 and 7. Now, it's important to note, this is not a cure-all. I still have issues where every now and then the disc will reherniate. The QiGong did not completely heal the problem. It mitigated the problem so that it is more manageable than if I had not done QiGong at all.